With me, I've got the very energetic Moesha. You know, there's a lot that I can say about her and her journey in the dance industry. Isn't she like just an incredible dancer? She's also an incredible human being. Like, there's a lot that she's done for little girls growing up, you know, just empowering them and being their mentor, especially from the slums and holding dance competitions so that they're able to showcase their talent. So, I mean, there's a lot I can say, but let's just get to the interview. Remember, you can keep the messages coming in. The hashtag is Easy Friday at KBC Channel 1, at Shiksha Aurora, and at Moesha.
Moesha K.
Moesha K.
Yeah.
So Moesha is from the FBI dance crew, of course, one of Kenya's. In fact, I think the pioneers in dance when it comes to Kenyan dance groups that have actually gone abroad and have gone international and have taken part in international hip-hop competitions and have actually won, right? Yeah. So how did that happen? When did FBI dance crew come together? Maybe you can tell me more about your journey.
Okay, in full, my name is Moesha Kibibi Tajiri. But most people, like thousands of kids and women and all that I mentor, they call me mother. Yeah, they don't call me by my name. I'm the only female in the award-winning dance crew called the FBI Dance Crew. In full means focus beyond imagination. Yeah, and we are all born and raised in Majengo, in a slum. Okay. Yeah, so many people are asking like how I'm the only female in the best dance crew. Yeah, so at that time, for all of us, they're my big brothers. Yes. They used to see me there at the hall. There was a lot of activities there, so I used to go there to see traditional people dancing. Yes. And even them, they used to come there. So they normally see me trying the moves when I was still in primary school. Okay. Yeah, they were like, this one
has talent.
Has talent. And she should join in, even though she's still in school and young and all that. Yeah, so that's when FBI form. Then 2012 it came Sakata, that there's a competition that came to Sakata. Yes. So the team we participated in 2012 we won. Wow. Yes, we won 1 million Kenyan shilling. Amazing. Yeah, and at that time it happened that I was an orphan. Then I was like almost a street girl. Like I used to sell groundnuts in order to get money for me to go to school. Okay. I didn't have anyone to take me to school. So I used to sell groundnuts in Gikomba market to get money to go to school. Yes. And you know, most people believe that when you are a female or even a young boy in slums at a certain age, you're a teenager, maybe you have to get pregnant, you need to start taking drugs and all that. And me, I'm coming in a slum, not only Majengo, almost every slum. Most of the girls are at 13, 14 years old, even 16, they're getting married, they're getting pregnant, early pregnancy. And then because of poverty, they start getting themselves into prostitution just to get money, so they end up getting HIV. So I said to myself, I need to be a change. And I remember before my dad passed away, he told me like, I'm gonna be a change to so many. I didn't know what he meant. Nowadays, I'm like, wow.
He knew something.
Yeah, so when I was in Form 1, I started mentoring girls. Okay. I didn't know like I was mentoring. I used to just help them. So the money that I got from Sakata, I paid for my fees and some of the girls, other girls' fees. Okay. So in Colombia, we are going to school. Yes. People believe because you are coming from a slum, you don't need to go to school. Yes. No. I say we're going to school. So we went to there I was called to Ngara Girls, is a national school. Okay. I didn't have money. Okay. So I went to, there's a school that, there are these certain schools whereby juu ni shule, chini ni bar, you know, those kind, I paid 3,000 per term and I paid for the other girls. Wow. So nowadays I'm like, I started helping.
And how old were you when you started helping these girls?
When I was in Form 1. What? Immediately when I was in Form 1. So at that, you know, nowadays people are asking like, how come you have so many kids, almost every county? Yeah. How did you get them? Yes. So this is what happens. As FBA was becoming famous and being the only female, I became an inspiration to so many kids, so many girls, you know, and even older people. So people are like, Moesha, you need to come to our hood and talk to us, inspire us, teach us dance, tell us how you did it, blah, blah, blah. We're like, okay, I need to start something called Coming to Your Hood. Then I started with Majengo, where I bring together the kids. And then I realized most of these kids, they are very poor. Yes. So what I normally do, every time we go for performance, like 60% I put aside. I buy food, clothes, I pay fees for them, and then I bring them together, I talk to them. Then I realized not only Nairobi, but also the whole country, every county. Like people are like, this young girl, she's doing amazing. She has that energy and she's focused. How does she do it? Then I started coming to a hood in every county. So the time I was doing the mentorship, I started having one-on-one with all the kids. Then I listened to their story. I started, what I did, I go to where they stay just to be sure this is what they are going through. Then I put them into database.
All right, so you've said that you've mentored a lot of girls,
Yes.
but how many in total do you have?
Yeah.
You said you have a database.
Yes.
So how many in that
So
database?
for only girls only, that's 2,000. And now the 500 is for the kids, the old people, the handicapped. Yeah.
So 2,500 in total?
Yes.
Across all counties?
Yeah. Almost every county, let me say
That's
that. Like
amazing.
almost every county.
So how exactly do you get the funding?
Now that's where I come the problem. Now before COVID,
Yeah.
you know, for us FBA, we used to represent Kenya outside a lot. Yeah, so we used to win. You know, we've traveled to a lot of countries. So the money that I used to get, I just pay for the fees. This is what I do for the school part. In every county, I've written down 50 schools of that county. In my mind, you know, I'm like reaching prayers and positivity. I go and talk to these schools. I know out of these 50, there's 10 or 5 they will accept these kids. So they end up sponsoring, they take the kids. So what I have to do, I have to buy for the uniforms, I have to pay for their lunch money, I have to pay for the, you know, and every month I have to go to Kenyatta to take their medicine because I have some who are HIV positive. I have the ones who are under medication. So like I'm a busy mother every single day. Yes. So for our government, I try to reach out to them because if I tell you, you won't believe every office of every MP, almost every MP, if they check their DM, they'll get my message. Trust
You've
me.
been very active.
I've gone to KICC where their offices are. I sit there, I try to wait for them. I leave a proposal. These kids made me know how to write proposal. But you know, unfortunately up to today, no one has ever reached out. So what I did, like when you go to performance, I keep aside the money for my kids. Yeah, because now most of these kids, almost 1,000 of these kids, they know me as their mother.
Wow.
Because I rescue them, some of them I rescued them, I took them when they were young. So they grew up knowing me, I have a mother.
Yeah.
So you can't tell them that my mother passed away or all that. No, I had this responsibility of now I need to take care of these kids.
Do you teach them dance?
Yes, yes.
Where do you teach them dance? And how has that been?
Okay, right now I normally teach them there at Pumwani. But you know, I don't have a place. So I teach them there at Pumwani. There's a kiwanja there. So just go there. Sometimes tunafukuzwa, sometimes, yeah. So I normally have to pray every single day, just God to bless me with a facility whereby I'll have a space for my kids to do tuition,
to accommodate
to teach them dance, because they are so talented. I have almost like 35 female and male dance crews.
Wow.
They are so good at dancing. And most of these kids, I've rescued them. Some of them were using drugs, others were, they were doing so many bad things. But right now when you see my kids, they're just focused in education and talent, because they know one thing, I'm very serious about education. So they have to focus on the education and talent. And they made me very proud because they see how their mother is struggling outside here.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, you know, Moesha and your journey, Moesha. You said you started off by selling nuts, ground nuts, and you know, that's how you managed to get money to go to school. So what happened after that? You know, you went to school. So after school, how did you get into dance? Okay, I used to dance even before I was in high school. You were always interested in dancing? You always had a passion for dance?
Yes, yes. Even you can't believe, like in FBI, being the only female, I'm the first one to travel outside Kenya to represent Kenya. Yeah, I started with Malta Guinness dance competition. So I've been representing Kenya as a only female in so many times.
Yes.
But now the thing is, like, you come to a country whereby, you know, the government is like, because I've even reached out to the president, I've reached out to our deputy president, but and you know, I can't give up on these kids. So it has been a very, very sad journey.
So let me ask you, once you know, you as an individual, you go out there and you represent Kenya, like, have you won competitions?
Yes,
have you come back with money?
First of all, in France, that was 2015, we went to represent in a competition called Faites Dance Le Monde, which means make the world dance. So it was a FBA were the only country in Africa to represent not only Kenya but Africa. So when we won, I got a certificate of being the first female in Africa to represent there. So when we came back, I got some small money which I paid fees for almost like 160 kids.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been winning, and now coming back, it all goes to these kids.
Yeah, so like, you know, it's been very difficult, as we know, because of the pandemic. So how did you manage to survive?
Yeah, so during the pandemic time, I started like selling rice and some crepes. I normally give my kids who are in different ghettos just to sell them there. Okay. And even now I managed to open like small businesses for the women there in Isili. So when they sell, sometimes they send money which goes to these kids.
Yes.
So that's how I've been surviving with these kids up to now.
Okay,
yes.
That's amazing. And you know, as somebody who really wants to inspire the next generation of leaders and inspire these young girls, I know that one of the challenges you face is obviously financing and budgets and money. Yeah. But what about some of the other difficulties and challenges that you've come across the way that, you know, you hope that you can overcome?
Most probably now traveling to different counties to go to see these kids, because sometimes like every end of the month I need to go to take the medicine and send them to different counties, and even every end of the month I need to go to Gikomba or Marikiti. I buy like gunia of viazi, whatever, I pack them, I send them to my kids, because you know some of these kids, they're under medication, so they have to eat, because it happened like almost every year I used to lose kids, because I have the ones who are HIV, I have some kids who are even like they have cancer, you see, so they have to eat, and I have some kids who are raped, you see now.
Yeah. So it's very difficult.
It's very, very difficult. So now when you travel, I always pray like one day I'll get a safe house to bring them together, because traveling you need to have finance and all that.
To protect them as well.
Yeah, and losing kids every year.
So have you ever thought of working with an NGO or working with, you know, an organization that will help you? Have you reached out to
I have
NGOs?
my own organization, which is called Divas Power Organization. Okay. So I've tried to reach out to, that's why I was telling you, if all these celebrities in our country, all these companies, even the MPs, they open their DMs, they'll get my message, just trying to beg for help or even connection and all that, but
it's okay.
You see,
I mean, the work that you're doing on your own is amazing, and it's so nice to see that, you know, people like you exist, people who are trying to make a difference, people who are game changers and just changing the lives and touching the lives of so many underprivileged, you know, young people out there. So that's amazing. Let's talk about, you know, your dance journey, and let's talk about how you became Moesha through dance, but then you ended up inspiring other girls, and you wanted to make sure that they also get the opportunities that you've got. Because let's be honest, not everyone is as strong as you, and not everyone has that, you know, the will to survive and to fight. So like, how do you mentor these girls? I know that you provide them food, you know, you pay for their fees. Do you have classes or places where you sit down and talk to them and just advise them on life, and they come and tell you what they're going through in school?
Yes, like almost every Saturday, and even every holidays, like every single day, I have to bring them there at a hall. I talk to them. Yes. When you come there, you'll think it's a demonstration, because I have so many kids. So many from 3 years to 18 years
They just come, sit and talk to you?
So I bring them together, then I talk to them. Then after talking to them, I have one-on-one with
and ask them about the issues,
like what's happening, and thank God they're so open with me.
That's amazing.
So and you know the funny thing, all these people always ask me, how did you start all this? It all started from my story, because for me as an orphan, I didn't have anyone to tell me this and this. I was almost raped, so I know those kind of struggle these kids are going through. So all this started from my story. I didn't wake up today and say, like, let me start helping. No, because I know the pain these kids are going through, I went through. I didn't have anyone to tell me this is bad, this is good. So that's why they have someone who tell them this is bad or this is good. That's
amazing. Do you are you on social media, YouTube? Maybe, you know, you can tell people to watch you, to support you.
So my social media, Instagram is Moesha K. Facebook is Moesha K. That's my real name, Moesha Kibibi, but it's Moesha K. And YouTube is Moesha K. Everywhere you search Moesha K, you'll just find me.
And you do lots
and
of videos.
TikTok.
Yes.
Moesha K.
That's where I've been watching you actually. I saw your TikTok videos with these girls.
Yes.
And that's where I got to know more about you. I mean, it's inspiring because you always engage them, you
Yes.
dance with them.
Yeah.
You know, it just shows that you're a big sister.
Yeah.
And you know, you said you're a mother
Yeah,
to them.
yeah.
So it's so nice to see.
Yeah.
And I mean, at this point in time, what is your plan now? You know, yes, you have 2,500
Yes.
kids that you're mentoring, you said. Moving forward, how many more kids do you hope that you can take under your belt and mentor?
Okay, every single day I get messages from people like, I need you to help me, I need you to put me in your program and all that. But, you know, I still don't have funds, which bado I have still some zigo, which you see nikiongeza. But now even my crew are like, mina kogana roho safi, because I end up, I'm so, like, na kogana uruma, I end up like, what do you need? So I end up helping. But right now, you see, I still have these kids, which every single day, it's not like it's today I'm mentoring, tomorrow, it's every day. I've become a mother even before me, I get my own. Now I have, now when I hear people saying like, guy, I'm not to a will, I'm like, guy, this is too much. I'm like, you have no idea.
I have 2,500.
2,000, you know, but the thing that keeps me going every single day I wake up in the morning, I find a lot of messages. And every single day before I sleep, these old people that I mentor, they call me just to pray for me.
Wow.
And every single day I get a lot of messages and videos for my kids. Mom, I love you. You see,
so in other words, if I was to put it, basically dance has kept you alive.
Yes.
And now these kids are keeping you going.
Yes.
Yeah.
You put it very perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's amazing. I mean, I'm very inspired. I have to say that your journey has really also made me want to do something and create some sort of a difference in people's lives. So any message to anyone watching who wants to help? How can they reach you? So if they want to provide you with any funds or any sort of help, maybe you can tell them.
So I will really need your support in any way that you can. You can reach me on 0728 79 77 49, or you can use the till number is 58 66 571. You can reach me on my Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. It's Moesha K. Kindly support. I have a lot of kids who really want to go to school and they need food and all that. Kindly support. If you know I can get fund in any way, kindly support.
Amazing. So yes, that was Moesha K. Thank you so much, Moesha. I mean, I have to say that this has been an eye-opener for me. I feel like I'm not doing anything. I need to do more. I need to do way more than I feel like I am. So asante sana for coming to the show. You are so talented. You're such a beautiful person and all the best. And I mean, I have to say that we need more Moeshas in the world. So thank you for being such an inspiration. And yes, all the very best in future.
Thank you so much.
All right, that was this week's Easy Friday. I'm Shiksha Aurora. I'll catch up with you next week, same time, same place. Until then, good night. And DJ Coltax will be on the deck.